Chantel here from Two Hearts from Roof, and thanks for clicking on this video. Today is another KonMari. Tell me if you're getting bored of me saying that, because yeah, it's going to be going on for a while. Yeah, I'm trying to put other videos in between so you don't all get bored as heck from KonMari videos. First of all, I'm going to apologise for this going up late. The intention had been to film the next two parts, well, on the weekend, earlier this week, but we have had a sick house. First of all, the baby came down with a really bad cold and cough, which ultimately meant that then me and John both came down with a really bad cold and cough. So we have been sick all week and it sucks. So apologise in advance if I sneeze, if I sniff, if I cough. I will try my best not to, because it seems to bother some people. But I will try my best. Touch wood, it won't happen. But we are cracking on with the kitchen today. The rest of my house is a mess, but I really want to get the kitchen finished and I will feel a whole lot better about it. And there's still a few things to go. So we are tackling the my baking and tea and coffee cupboard. It is only one small cupboard, I will show you guys in a minute. But there is a cool lot of stuff put in there, and sadly there has to be a lot of stuff packed in there because I haven't got anywhere else to put it. But I know there is a lot in there that can go. I actually made a start yesterday and then thought, no, I really should be filming this, but I made the decision anyway that I've got 3 like flour containers in there, but I haven't actually baked anything or pretty much used flour since before I started Slimming World back in April, maybe. I'm not actually on Slimming World at the moment. If you want to hear more about that, if you haven't, I'll put the link to the video at the box, in the iCard box up here. But I don't know how long I've had that flour. So I decided, better safe than sorry, I'm just going to get rid of all of that boxed flour that is in those 3 boxes. One was already empty once I pulled it out. The other 2 weren't. So I actually ended up making cloud dough for Elian yesterday for him to play with. If you don't know what cloud dough is, go Google it. I'll put a link in the box below if I can find some things about cloud dough. It's pretty much just flour and either baby oil or an olive oil. And it makes almost like a kinetic sand, so you can like mould it and sculpt it, but then you can push it together and it all breaks down again. So anyway, good sensory toy. Tip for anyone if they want something cheap and free. Cheap and free? No, cheap, not technically free, unless you've got a pile of flour in the cupboard you're trying to get rid of. But sensory play, he really enjoyed playing with that yesterday with some of my cookie cutters he used. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling now, so I will stop rambling and show you guys the monstrous mess that is this cupboard. So yeah, let's go. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to see this cupboard? Oh yeah, seriously, it is shocking. It used to be that this was all baking stuff, and then at the back I kept like my cookie cutters, which I only ever use like once or twice a year, and then all the teas and coffees and sugar and stuff was on the front. But now it is just a whole pile of mess. So I'm gonna get all of this out and we will see where we are with it. The cupboard is empty and here is everything that was in it. Yeah, lots. Something has leaked. I think it was one of the chalk shot things, so that gets a good clean out as usual when I do this. We have a whole host of different teas, coffees. John's always telling me he's running out of sugar. Yeah, I've just found 2 half-open bags of normal sugar. That's caster sugar. Some bottles of these chalk shots, which I think I won at some point and clearly have not used. Only used that one, which is the one that's leaking. And then baking stuff. A million cupcake holders. There's 2 packs there. There's also some packs over there. There's a box of pretty ones there. There's another pack there. Why I have so many I don't know, because I don't even make cupcakes. I think a lot of them were bought for last Christmas. Yeah, I think a lot of them were bought for last Christmas when I was doing what did I make? we have a Christmas tradition where I have a Christmas tradition where I cook something or bake something or make something edible for everybody in the family, because John's got quite a big extended family, and it's just the easiest way to kind of give something to somebody, something small to everybody. So I'm the only one that does it really, so but I enjoy doing it. So we've done chocolate bark and cookies and things. Last year, I remember what I did baklava last year. That was the first time I've ever baked baklava, and it was delicious. It's kind of messy to cook, mind you, lots of syrupy stuff, but I think that is why I've got so many packets of just these plain ones, because I packaged them in these, kind of like put a square in the centre of these and then put them in tins. But I won't be doing that again. We're not making baklava this year. I think I've decided what I'm making this year, but I need a trial run on the cook front to see if I can do it. So I won't be using them. But I don't know whether to get rid of them. It seems kind of wasteful just chucking them. What I might do is my mum bakes cupcakes quite a lot, and my sister does for work. She takes them into she works in a children's hospital, or children's ward. So she bakes and takes stuff in quite often, so I might see if either of them want those before I throw them. I'll keep the pretty ones and I'll keep like one box, but I've got like another 3 boxes here. So yeah, that is everything out of that massive tiny massive amount of stuff in a tiny cupboard. So we will tackle that and see if I can get this cupboard looking a bit tidier. So shouldn't be too difficult though. Let's get on with it. And I'm all done. That didn't take very long. Let me show you guys what we now have left. So this stuff is staying. This flour isn't. I'm going to chuck this in the bin, but obviously I need my containers. There's not a lot left. As per usual, lots of stuff was out of date. Like lots of out of date stuff. A few items that I just don't use. I hate decaffeinated tea. There's some random tea there that I was given that I don't like. Some loose leaf that I've tried and I'm not particularly keen on. But a lot of it is out of date. A bit disappointed to find like my vanilla essence was out of date. My salted caramel essence was out of date, which I didn't realise. So, my Earl Grey blossom tea, which is one of my favourites. I found a box of that in the back, so that was sad. But this is all staying. Obviously, like I said, that flour is going. These are my 3 flour containers, so I keep a strong bread flour, a wholemeal flour and a plain white flour usually. This was the one that had my vanilla essences in it. My vanilla essences and like the oily stuff. I usually keep food colourings in here if I have any. They're all kept in here, but they are all gone. They were all out of date, so I've got my chocolate chips in there for now. This is where my cutters are kept. So I don't have a huge amount of cutters. There's another 2 hearts, but they're in his cloud dough box at the moment. And then I've put some loose leaf gelatin in there. Even though I keep gelatin in a different cupboard, usually I keep it with the jelly, weirdly. Then this is the rest. I had 2 boxes of ice and sugar. The other box is there. So I've consolidated them down into 1 box. 2 lots of John's sugar, some caster sugar. Those are both brown sugars. A sweetener, even though I have another jar of sweetener that's actually being used at the moment, and a jar of coffee that came in a Degusta box, which I actually want to try. Little's French vanilla. I'm not a big coffee drinker, so I want to try this before I decide if I like it or not. A tub of salt, my tea bags. Then I decided I'd keep these ones and these Diazoo ones, which are really cute. I'm going to keep those and I'm going to make something with Ellen before Christmas. Then I kept this pack. That's the pack that I actually currently use when I do any. And then I've kept 1 box. The other 2 are over here and that half one. But I will check. I won't chuck them before I've checked to see if anybody wants them first. Then my nettle tea. And some John's milkshake. And then I actually do keep my tea and sugar. Keep tea bags and sugar here. And sweetener for any guests. Oh, I found 1 sachet of latte. There is the coffee we're currently using. And then I actually have 2 packets of loose leaf tea here that I bought, when I was in Bath, from this awesome tea house. If anybody wants some, go look at these guys. They have an absolute ton full. It's up in June next year, but I keep forgetting I've got it, so I've put it here to actually use, because I like loose leaf tea and I have a nice teapot for it. So yes, that is all there. That is all to go, to stay. That is all to go. I've actually had to put a tea towel down because whichever one of these is leaking has caused everything to be sticky. So let's get all that back in the cupboard after I've given it a clean. And I'm done. So you may notice there is a big space back there. I'm going to give those flower containers a really good wash, put them through the dishwasher, and then I will put them back in there. So yeah, all 3 of them do fit back there usually. So I've got my tea and my coffee, John's milkshake and the granulated sugar. The other bag I managed to put in the sugar bowl. And then at the bottom, I've got my tins at the back, the few cupcake holders I'm keeping, icing sugar, brown sugar, soft brown sugar, caster sugar, like a sweetener type thing, and my salt. I did have a question actually for you guys, because I don't know the answer. Those brown sugars and the icing sugar, I think, do not have sell-by dates or use-by dates or best-by dates on them. Does sugar go off? I actually don't know. Like all my flour and everything had sell-by or use-by or best-by dates on it, but the sugar, these ones, do not. So I have literally 0 idea if they go off, whether I should just be getting rid of them because they've been here a while. So let me know. Let me know if you know the answer to that. Over here are those containers to be washed. Those are going to my mum. The jars up there are now full, and this is the giant bag for the bin. So guys, thanks for watching today's video. Yeah, I feel a lot better now that cupboard is sorted and clean and tidy, and I can restock my flowers now that I'm going to start baking again. Restock my flowers so I know that they're new, because I literally have 0 idea how long those have been in there. Dread to think. A while, should we say. So yeah, those are gone. Nice and clean and tidy. As always guys, I have a whole massive, now getting bigger, list of KonMari videos going on. Go check them out up here, and give us a nice big thumbs up. Hit subscribe to join the Two Hearts family. I'll put lots of useful links in the box below, including a link to get that free KonMari checklist which I'm using, which I find really useful. You'll find a link in the box below. The link takes you to my blog post, which gives you information, and it is on there for those of you that tried and then couldn't find it for some reason. It's down there, go find it. It's been really helpful. So, oops, now getting bored. You can hear him whimpering in the background. And I'll see you guys again soon. Bye.